Senegal. Senegal requests $10.7 million from the EU to secure its border with Mali. The Senegalese Chief of Staff, General Baye Cisse, asked the European Union to fund a dozen security projects, including the procurement of Renaissance drones to keep insurgents from entering his country through the Malian border. According to Actu Niger, the projects should cost around $10.7 million if approved. The request is no doubt an indication that Senegal plans to remain in the Western sphere of influence, unlike its Sahelian neighbors to the east, the Alliance of Sahel States, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, who have chosen to secure their homelands with the help of Russian, Chinese, and Turkish military equipment and Russian military specialists. The Senegalese public is perplexed by the government's request for European military assistance in their country, as newly elected President Bassirou Diomaye Faye campaigned on a platform that promised to eradicate Western influence in Senegal. This is not the first time Faye has backtracked on a campaign promise, nonetheless. Although originally stating, quote, "There's no sovereignty if there is no monetary sovereignty," unquote, regarding the unpopular CFA franc, Faye later said that his administration would first try to reform the West African currency, which is controlled by the French Treasury, and if that does not work, the nation will try to implement its own currency. And although Faye gave the impression he would renegotiate the oil and gas contracts and the long-standing fishing contract with the EU as soon as he got into office, no mention has been made about the oil and gas contracts, while Faye recently hinted that he would make sure the fishing contract with the EU would be fair to both the European industrial fishing industry and Senegalese artisanal fishers. The 600,000 Senegalese artisanal fishers nowadays return home with empty nets because of overfishing by European and Chinese trawlers. It remains to be seen if Senegal will continue to be under the influence of the West, or if it will take the bull by the horns like its AES neighbors to the east, and finally give the Senegalese people the independence they long for and deserve.